$5,000, $10,000, $15,000 can be gotten by you in stimulus checks before the third stimulus package is approved. The third stimulus package gives you a $1,400 stimulus check. But in this video, I show you how you can get big money right now, not 5 weeks from now, not 5 months from now. I call it check cashing, not check tracking. 2021 is going to be a big year for you as you find the money that's available for you right now rather than wait around for money to land in your bank account. This is a big recording and the continuation of the Early Mornings broadcast, the 6:30 edition. Let's get to it. And this is Early Mornings LALATE. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Early Mornings LALATE. The toast is toasting, the butter is buttering. I'm here, you are here. And I'm really excited for you because purple is back in the mix. Viewers have been really responding well and understanding the big money that's available for them under stimulus checks, second stimulus checks, executive order stimulus checks, and other nonprofit stimulus checks, rather than wait around and wonder what day the third stimulus check of $1,400 lands in the bank account. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also like this video. This is the video that's going to show you how you get thousands of dollars right now. Meantime, if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk or Purple Power or Calcino VIP. Over there is an instant chat, and as an instant chat, you can chat with your Purple Power buddies about everything from rent to stimulus to things that may be flying in my face during this video. And with that, there's so much happening across the board. I'm so excited for you. Let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news as you start this new early morning broadcast is that the third stimulus package will be approved by the end of the week in the House of Representatives. It pays a $1,400 stimulus check. $1,400 for an individual, $1,400 for a child, $1,400 for adult dependent. The bill will then land in the Senate next week. The Senate is where they're going to push it to go bigger. Some Democrats, others will take other items out. The third stimulus package pays things like $3,600 for children 5 and younger, $3,000 for children 17 to 6, $1,700 for college students, $1,500 for paid sick for essential workers, $1,400 for paid sick leave per week, SNAP, $5,000 EIDL grant. But there's a problem, and the problem is that it's not paying it today. It's not paying it this week, and it's not paying it next week. And so if you need that $1,400, you should not be tracking the check. I don't want you check tracking. I want you check cashing. I want you to take checks and cash as many as you can. And where can you? From the second stimulus package, executive order stimulus, and private stimulus. What's going on? Under the second stimulus package that was signed by President Trump in December, there was a lot of items that were in there for you to get. And you may not have known about them because it didn't come with a press release. It didn't come with an instruction manual. You got the $600 stimulus check and you're like, I thought that's all I get. No, there's more in there. Everyone that watches this channel who makes less than $49,000 gets on the second stimulus package generally the check plus rent, utilities, food, internet. Did you get those other four yet? You probably haven't. And that's why you're tuning in right now. Now, those items are also in the third stimulus package, but you ain't going to see that money from those items anytime soon. These four are law, and the money is current, and the bills and the money is actually where it belongs. So where do you get and what do you get? Well, in this video, I'm going to start with rent, then go to utilities, then food, then internet, and then I'm going to go to the add-ons for some viewers like unemployment and EIDL. First, rent is available under the third stimulus package because $300 billion was given to your state and local for rent. Rent is generally paying about 3 to 6 months of rent, and it's either held in your state housing authority, county housing authority, city housing authority. It's available for you to go and get. You have to apply and indicate the amount of income you made. And if you're under that threshold, you can get that rent. Viewers generally get about $5,000 to $10,000 of rent. Next, you can also reach out to nonprofits for rent. Those nonprofits are Community Action, St. Vincent de Paul, Catholic Charities, United Way, and Salvation Army. They're also helping some viewers with rent as well. Utilities is next. You want to reach out to all your utility companies to see if they're helping with utilities. Utility assistance is across the board, just like rent. Now, what are the words you use? You use rent assistance because of COVID or utility assistance because of COVID. You don't add additional words to the conversation. You don't say, I need rent for people who live with surfboards in their room. No, you just sort of say, I need rent assistance because of COVID. Make it very simple. All right, then after that is SNAP. SNAP is available for people generally at the same income threshold, less than $49,000, approximately 2019 earnings. How much does SNAP pay? About $1,400 a week if you're a month if you're a family of four in Hawaii. Now, over 12 months, that's over $16,000. Well, guess what? SNAP has now been increased 15% under the Trump and Biden executive orders. So now it'll be increased for 15% for a year. And there's more. If your child has to stay home because of the pandemic, because the school's closed, you can get PEBT. That pays about $155 a month because it's normally $134, and now has a 15% increase on that as well. And then there's more on top of that. Children who are 6 years or younger were normally not included on PEBT. Now they are, and that's paying back retroactively to August and then bring it up to the present with a 15% increase as well. So bottom line is that you can get SNAP and it pays a lot of money. Family of four could be upwards of $12,000 in a year. Do you see how in just a few minutes into this recording, I have shown you how you get rent, $5,000 and more, SNAP about $10,000 if it's over a year, $16,000 utilities, maybe $1,000, a few $100. You see how it's almost $17,000, and we're just 6 minutes into this recording, and we're not done yet. This was money that was provided by the federal government for you to get on the second stimulus, and you may not have known about it because there was no press release about it. This is not unusual. In April of the last year, when this channel launched, I had to tell people what EIDL was. No one had heard of what an EIDL is. Now, if you tune into this channel, basically a lot of you already know about what it is. That's how time has changed. But back then, no one knew what EIDL was. It was a new thing, and no one knew what it signified or what it represented, who got it, how much was it. No one knew what PUA was or FPUC. I can't tell you how many times in April, May last year, right 30 days after it was created, people were confusing PUA and FPUC every single day. I was getting 300 to 400 comments a day where people were referring to FPUC as PUA and PUA as FPUC. Now people know what it is. And that's what's going on here, is that on the second stimulus, no one told you there's this money available. You weren't told this. You were just told there's a stimulus check, and local news you may have relied upon is not a source of information for financial details. They don't cover the subject. It's too complicated for them. So they just sort of leave it out and say, hey, there's check and some unemployment, and there you go. And so this is why things are still there. Now, ultimately, money is not there indefinitely. You want to get this money right now, not 5 weeks from now, not 5 months ago. I had a really great comment on last night's Evenings LA, and the comment was, do you have money to, I think the person wanted to fix their car. And I said, sorry, I don't do car grants in the show. I said, but here's the rub. There's no car stimulus package. There's no third carbureted stimulus package anytime soon. But this is how things work. If you have money to help pay your rent, then that saved money on rent could be put to your carburetor. That's how you should think. Get money on the come. We learned our lesson in 2020 when people were waiting for Nancy Pelosi to get a second stimulus to go out, and it never went out until December. People kept on waiting and waiting and checking and tracking and tracking and tracking a check that never happened when they could have been getting money from the first stimulus. This time around, you're not doing it again. 2021 is going to be a great year for you. It's going to be financially stable. You're not going to be putting yourself in a point of dependency of an event in the future when there's money available for you now. Now, let's understand, we're not rolling over and stopping advocacy. We certainly believe that there are certain things that should be in this third stimulus package and have been omitted or left out or too small. You should absolutely be pushing for them. But you shouldn't be not getting other money that's available for you right now because you want to rant about something else. going negative while not grabbing money that's available for you doesn't work. And with that, I'm going to get to the next set of money. FPUC, UI, PUA, if you're in that universe of unemployment, this is you. You can get a raise of your unemployment benefits. States start you on the base level of unemployment. Well, did you know that you can raise your unemployment benefits? If you raise them, let me start on what they're based upon. They're based upon your 2019 tax return. The states don't have it unless you show it to them. So you're going to send them a copy of your tax return with a cover letter. Say, hi, here I am. I want to see if I qualify for more weekly benefits. That's it. Call them on the phone 2 days later, then 4 days later. Keep on calling them until they add those benefits in. Now, let's make it very clear. How much can you make on this? Well, if you made over $30,000 2019 earnings and have been unemployed for 30 weeks, you'll raise your benefits about $300 a week, which will amount to about $10,000. I've had no less than about a handful of people get $10,000 who made over $30,000. If you made over $25,000 but less than 30, you'll raise about $100 a week, which will be about $3,000 over 30 weeks. And then finally, if you made over $18,000, which is the lowest threshold this works, then you'll raise it about $50 a week. There you go. All right, so then let's turn over to the next items. This is the last group. These are the Uber, Lyft, Grubhub, Postmates, delivery services, truck drivers, hair salon, electricians, plumbers. You can get an EIDL or a PPP. First, you can get an EIDL loan at sba.gov. The greatest thing about it is with that Schedule C, all you have to do is fill out the application and you'll get funded in about 48 hours. The money is there for you to leave in the bank for a year, and after 11 months, look at it and say, do I need this? Maybe I don't need it. It's an element of financial cushioning in case of a bad event. You don't have to use the money, and if you don't want it, within 12 months, you can return it for free, no repayment penalty, no principal, and no interest due if you return it within the first year. On the other side, you can also get a PPP. It starts as a loan and turns into a grant. There you go. Suddenly, all these items add up. 5,000 here, 4,000 here, 3,000 there, 10,000 there. You should be cashing checks, not tracking checks. Tracking checks don't help anyone. And that ultimately, the message is also staying positive. There's that famous commercial where that is for an online stock trading company, where they say, don't get angry or don't get mad, get even. Get even financially. If you're unhappy there's something not in the third stimulus package that should be in there, get even by getting the money from something else. Don't turn that negative into a positive by finding money that's somewhere else so that you can get financial freedom in 2021. And you will. I'm confident you will. Join me next on Mornings LA at 8:30 a.m. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also like this video and consider becoming a member of Purple Hawk Purple Power, a Casino VIP. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay LA for more.